Hey, I'm Todd. Thanks for choosing to watch my video, and if you would subscribe it, like it, all that stuff, that'd be great. Otherwise, enjoy the video, and I hope it gives you the information you need and is helpful to you. Take care. So we're on the back of a 2009 Subaru Outback. I'm going to do the rear. It's going to be actually specifically the right rear wheel bearing assembly, hub assembly. 5 19mm lug nuts, and that's left to loosen, right to tighten. Go ahead and break them loose on the ground, and then go ahead and jack the vehicle up with your jack, and should also put some kind of safety stand or something else underneath the vehicle to protect you in case the jack fails. And you have the car up in the air, and then we'll go ahead and take off this caliper assembly. We'll just take a screwdriver in here and we'll collapse the piston a little bit. With a screwdriver probably, or small pry bar, just a little bit of tweaking to push the piston in a little bit so it has some free play so we can slide it off easy, and then we'll get 2 caliper bolts off. They're in little holes. Right here's one, and there's one up there, but it's in a hole. So nice of them to make little spots for us. So this is a better shot. That's going to be 2 14mm bolts. It's got an extension on there. And then we'll do the same for this one down here. Kind of a tight fit, but I think with the extension and everything, we can get to them both like that, and we'll remove the caliper. And actually, it looks like we can see the 4 mounting bolts as well, right here, for the hub assembly. Also 14mm. So maybe while you're back here, just zip off these 6 bolts, and we'll get things loose. Got our caliper bolts off. We should be able to slide this off pretty much. Off to the side. Let that sit there. Try not to let it hang by the hose. And we can slide this off. If this does not come off easy, got 2 holes here for millimeter bolts. 8mm by 1.25. You screw them in there and screw them in, and it'll kind of pull off the rotor. So pull that off. Holes for the bolts I was talking about right there, in case I missed it on the first shot. Emergency brake setup here, and I got those bolts out, so I think maybe this will just I forgot about the nut. I need to take this nut off. I don't have metric sockets of this size usually, but this is, and so this is standard 1 1/4, but it works really well to take this nut off. Maybe we need to put the nut back on those so we can tap on the axle and set it free from the hub assembly. Ooh. Put that a little bit and give a few taps with a hammer. There we go. Seems to be pretty free now. To give this a few taps or something like that to get it off. Shot. Oh, there we go. Freed up. Seems to be still a part of the whole assembly here, but I think we can get it to squeak out. Let's see what's going on here. Oh. Well, look at that. It's all attached, but I think we can separate it from this whole thing here. Don't think we're going to have to take the shoes off. So, it's just hung on by the emergency brake cable. Just take a few whacks with a hammer and it did fall right out. So that is removing your wheel bearing hub assembly on your 2009 Subaru Outback. You see the 4 bolts there, sitting there in the holes, waiting for reassembly. If you're torquing at home, then we got the bolts in the back, 47 foot-pounds and 177 foot-pounds for the nut. Have someone step on the brake while you're tightening it up, or put the wheel on and put it on the ground. Do it that way. The lug nuts are probably about 80 foot-pounds.